Welcome to our Spring 2020 graduation ceremony for Virginia Tech's Division of Computational Modeling and Data Analytics, which we call CMDA. My name is Mark Embry. I'm a professor in the math department and lead the CMDA division. Together, we, the faculty and staff of the CMDA program, salute you, our graduates. We join your families and friends in celebrating your great achievement today. Congratulations, the day has arrived. You have faced some exceptional hurdles to make it to today. You've done very well indeed. Now, all the overfit models, the clusters that look no more convincing just because you plotted them in different colors, the singular vectors that weren't quite orthogonal, the seg faults, the memory leaks, today, all is forgiven and forgotten. Be at peace. You are now CMDA alumni. You now join a Virginia Tech alumni community that started nearly 150 years ago and reaches around the world. At the same time, you join a much younger group, our fledgling community of CMDA alums, now numbering over 250 members with your graduation. When you arrived at Virginia Tech, the CMDA major was fresh. The name was strange, we had no alumni. But CMDA did have a vision for educating students in deep and timely ideas at the intersection of statistics, computing, and applied math. Many of you came for the DA and stayed for the CM, but I hope that you have discovered that to be a true data scientist, the underlying skills you have learned in high-performance computing, dynamical systems, and especially linear algebra have given you an enabling foundation. I hope by now you are convinced that mastering the deep threads that connect these aspects of CMDA will empower you toward an exciting career. Many people have worked tirelessly to make this day possible. I want to thank in particular our wonderful advisors and staff, Kara Connolly, Carrie Hopkins, Charlotte Parks, and Amanda Shepard. Thanks to their creative endeavors, high-quality advising is a hallmark of our program, something our students and faculty value deeply. We are also grateful for robust support from the university administration. I thank Professor Michelle Pleimling, director of our parent organization, the Academy of Integrated Science, along with the chairs of the three departments at the core of CMDA, Cal Ribbons from Computer Science, Eric de Sterler from Mathematics, and Dave Higdon from Statistics. Only with their encouragement and cooperation is an interdisciplinary program like CMDA possible. I also thank our Dean of Science, Sally Morton, who has been such a great advocate for our program. A graduate of the renowned Mathematical Sciences major at Stanford and a past president of the American Statistical Association, Dean Morton certainly understands CMDA. After a distinguished career at the Rand Corporation, she led the Biostatistics Department at the University of Pittsburgh before moving to Virginia Tech to become Dean of Science in 2016. She immediately got the vision for CMDA and has helped our program develop in many ways over the past 4 years. I welcome Dean Morton to share a few words with our graduates.
Hello, I'm Sally Morton, Dean of the College of Science, and I'm just delighted and honored that you've included me in the Computational Modeling and Data Analytics graduation celebrations. First and foremost, congratulations to all of our CMDA graduates, and congratulations to your family and friends who've supported you along the way to this wonderful success. And a special thank you to the faculty and staff of the CMDA program and the Academy of Integrated Science who have been your academic partners. I know each of you can use your Virginia Tech credentials for personal success, but I hope that you will also be a scientist in service to society. You are vital for our future. I'm especially proud of what you have achieved this past weekend, particularly as I am a fellow statistician, but I am also excited to see what you will achieve in the future. Congratulations.
Thank you very much, Dean Morton, for your remarks and your vigorous support of CMDA. Many students express how much they appreciate the enthusiasm the CMDA faculty show in the classroom. While I trust all Virginia Tech faculty are devoted to the classes they teach, I believe CMDA has drawn a special group of colleagues that are energized by our mission of educating nimble computational problem solvers. CMDA started nearly 10 years ago with a group of faculty that had a vision for this new way of educating. Among this group was a young math professor, Dr. Serkan Guershan. Dr. Guershan obtained his PhD in electrical engineering from Rice University and is an international leader in the design of algorithms for reducing large-scale dynamical systems to models of much lower dimension, crucial enabling technology for modeling important problems ranging from electronic circuits to weather, drawing on insights from engineering, science, and applied mathematics. Dr. Guershan's interdisciplinary background exemplifies the CMDA spirit. At each stage of his career, his scientific accomplishments have been recognized, including the prestigious NSF Career Award and a fellowship from the Humboldt Foundation. This past summer, he was named to the Class of 1950 Chaired Professorship in the Math Department. Beyond these high honors, Dr. Guershan is famous for his generous spirit and infectious enthusiasm. Many of you graduates know him from our CMDA 3605 class, where he delights in the opportunity to share his love for dynamical systems. He also serves as CMDA Deputy Division Leader and chairs our curriculum committee. We are fortunate to have Dr. Guershan as part of our CMDA community and are grateful that he will share a few words with us today.
Dear students, family and friends and colleagues, it is such a great honor to give the Spring 2020 CMDA graduation address. Naturally, I am much more comfortable talking about topics like eigenvalues, eigenvectors, dynamical systems. Indeed, if you know me, you know that I cannot stop talking about those things. However, I assume that is not why you are watching or listening today, and I will do my best to avoid them, though I can't promise that they won't come up. CMDA graduates, congratulations. Also, congratulations to your family and friends who have been with you during this journey. Having chased after those dominant eigenvalues and singular values, K-means clusters of your data, and that one annoying while loop that, for some reason, does not seem to terminate, you have crossed the finish line. Job well done. Be proud of yourselves and your achievement. You are now the CMDA class of 2020 and have joined the fast-growing ranks of Virginia Tech CMDA alumni. It is really a pity that we cannot have the ceremony in person. Graduation ceremonies are really proud moments, not only for you and your loved ones, but also for us. To see our students receiving their diplomas and then starting their next journey is one of the high points of our careers. And meeting the family members is always such a great pleasure. However, we have grown such a great bond and camaraderie in our community that even in this virtual celebration, I am confident that we will reach out to each other, feel and enjoy this proud moment together, and sincerely celebrate the achievements of every one of our graduates. One thing that has become clear during this pandemic is the importance of being able to analyze data and to develop computational models, not just to explain the data, but also to be able to predict what might happen in the future. These are the precise skills that you have acquired as a CMDA major, and they have never been so crucial. Those of you who participated in the COVID-19 social data project at VT have indeed already put your knowledge into action. If somebody decided to develop training in order to solve the emerging problems due to coronavirus, believe me, they would borrow heavily from our CMDA curriculum. You have the expertise to help make decisions to guide us through these difficult times. And maybe most importantly, above all, it has never been so clear that there is a human being behind every data point you analyze, be it our vulnerable populations or our essential workers. Please do not forget that. But regardless of this pandemic, your skills are and have been highly sought after because we are generating immense amount of data every second. And we need models to understand and to explain them. For example, we have access to more and more high-resolution satellite image data of Earth. Can we use this information to fight deforestation or develop a model to warn a farmer of a crop disease ahead of time? Can we use medical data to understand how access to things like fresh groceries impact health and then use this information to help the less fortunate? The models you design have the potential to make a direct impact on people's life, either through policy or other means. You have the tools to convince decision makers to devote the resources to the people who need it the most. Always remember the human element when you apply your CMDA knowledge. We are living through uncertain times, and this is challenging for all of us. However, uncertainty is an essential component of not only our data and models, but also our lives. That is indeed the beauty and enticement of it. In one of her books, Ursula Le Guin said, "The only thing that makes life possible is permanent, intolerable uncertainty, not knowing what comes next." As a member of the CMDA and hockey communities, you have the acquired skills to help you overcome both types of uncertainties. Your analytical CMDA skills will guide you through uncertainties in your professional texts. And the solidarity with your family, friends, and the hockey nation will guide you through the uncertainties in your personal lives. Trust and believe in yourselves. But at the same time, remember, we all depend on each other, and we can get through difficult times only by working together. Congratulations, CMDA 2020 graduates. I wish you all a happy, fulfilling, and successful life. I am so proud of all of you and look forward to hearing from you about your accomplishments in the future.
Thank you, Srikanth, for the tremendous work you have done for the CMDA program. We are deeply grateful. 3 years ago, CMDA held its first graduation, and among the 24 students we celebrated that day was John Higgins, a triple major in math, statistics, and CMDA. John has begun his career at the MITRE Corporation, where he serves as a data analytics engineer. He remains a great friend of our program, mentoring capstone students and advising numerous interns and full-time hires at MITRE. We are delighted to have John join us to share his perspective as one of the longest tenured members of the CMDA alumni community.
Hi CMDA class of 2020. My name is John Higgins and I'm a senior data analytics engineer at the MITRE Corporation. I'm excited to be a part of our wonderful ceremony because I know how amazing this moment is for each and every one of you. All of you should be proud of the time, hard work, and late nights you put forward to be here today. Make sure to never stop being proud of this moment. When I graduated, I was nervous, excited, unsure, and exhausted. As a part of the first class of CMDA, I really had no clue what to expect when I graduated. I didn't know if the math modeling classes would pay off. I didn't know where I'd be in 3 years, and I didn't know if I was ready to leave Virginia Tech. Regardless of any doubts you may have, all of you are ready for the technical challenges yet to come. The CMDA culture instilled in you will help you grow throughout your entire life. And you never have to say goodbye to Virginia Tech. I constantly lean on my coursework for a theoretical background and use those final projects as a source of brainstorming inspiration. I love the job I started right after I graduated, but many of my peers took different routes. Make a plan that helps you grow and don't feel constrained by it. Finally, the best part about Virginia Tech is that you are just as much a part of the community even after you graduate. I've been back for countless recruiting events and football games, with College of Science tailgates, of course, always feeling welcomed by the university and the town of Blacksburg. Trust that your degree has prepared you well, and definitely don't be a stranger to VT. As we all know, the reason why you don't get to physically walk across the stage today is because of COVID-19. I cannot imagine the personal hardships that all of you have faced in the past few months. It's changed everyone's lives without warning. Even in these difficult times, COVID-19 has emphasized the importance of an undergraduate education in computational modeling and data analytics, namely for the soon-to-be graduates in this room. Statistical modeling and data visualization are in the forefront now more than ever. Never before have people been so interested in the data, specifically assessing its validity and figuring out how far we can go with it. Everything you have learned over the past 4 years has prepared you to solve these challenging problems. The current situation doesn't diminish the accomplishments that bring us together today. If anything, it amplifies the importance of what we are celebrating. So congrats! Be proud of what you have accomplished and look forward to your next challenge. If I can offer one more piece of advice, keep learning. Read that data science blog post, dive into the mathematical details from a neat paper, break some code, and figure out how to fix it. The better you make yourself, the better you make this world. But for now, you all deserve a break. CMDA class of 2020, congrats on getting the best degree in the world, and go Hokies.
Thank you, John, for your sincere words and for being such a true friend of CMDA and Virginia Tech. At each commencement ceremony, we also invite one of our new graduates to share a few thoughts. We are delighted today to welcome Ishara Ebisakura to speak. A graduate of Thomas Jefferson High School for Science and Technology in Alexandria, Virginia, Ishara is completing her CMDA degree with minors in math and statistics. At Virginia Tech, Ishara has supported the Office of the Vice President for Student Affairs and completed a capstone project studying the influence of living learning communities on student outcomes at Virginia Tech. This past fall, she also served as a devoted peer mentor to a group of CMDA freshmen in our new first-year experience course. She exemplifies the spirit of community that we seek to cultivate in the CMDA major. Please join me in welcoming Ishara for a few remarks.
To the CMDA class of 2020. We did it. We got through 4 years of tough work. We made it through the Math Modeling 2 exams. We survived the group project in CS 2114 and somehow passed 3634. Throughout these past 4 years, we've had to adapt, which for a lot of us started with the journey of understanding what CMDA is really about. Perhaps your first CMDA class was taught by a math-focused professor, or maybe statistics. That became our first look at CMDA. And then we took math modeling, and we found that CMDA was a lot more math than we expected. And after intro to data analytics and visualization, we were left with an understanding of the programming side. And then 3634 happened, and frankly, I think it was quite an experience for all of us. But we are all here now, ready to graduate, because we made it through all of these classes. But despite all the course requirements we met, and the diploma that each of us are receiving, the most valuable thing that we will take with us are our shared experiences. For me, attending the Grace Hopper Conference last year with 4 other amazing CMDA students was a turning point. What would have been a cutthroat environment, competing for internships and full-time job offers, ended up being a supportive team effort to lift each other up. We encouraged each other to apply for internships and talk to companies, helped each other with our resumes, and we celebrated together every time one of us got an offer. I felt the emphasis of teamwork and realized how prevalent that is in the CMDA community itself. The support that the CMDA program has provided for each of us is special, whether it was listening to our feedback on classes and adjusting courses that very next semester, or hearing our needs and renovating the CMDA lounge. We've been given a lot. The amount of effort and time that was spent giving us amazing capstone experiences also reflects how much we've been supported. For us graduates, these 4 years wouldn't have been possible without the support that each of us were given. Every one of us has our own unique list of people that led us here today. One of them might be a student that carried you through a class when you had no idea what you were doing. Or maybe you had that go-to person or group you worked on homework with and would show up to face office hours together. For me, that was Fatima. Some of us may have had a professor that showed us constant understanding and taught us how inconsequential getting that A can be when compared to the greater reward of learning, in addition to the lasting impact of working hard. For me, that was Professor Beatty when I took math modeling too. Most of us also had a mentor, or maybe a professor that motivated us and inspired us every time they spoke. For me, that was Dr. Embry from my experience in Capstone. One of the reasons why I'm thankful for being a part of the CMDA program is because that means you get to have a long list. The person that started my list was Carrie Hopkins. I transferred to CMDA my sophomore year, having come into Virginia Tech undecided. For 3 years, Carrie has been one of the brightest parts of CMDA for me, having guided me through all the difficult parts of college, whether it was having to withdraw from a class, work up the courage to go to career fairs, or reassure me that I belonged in CMDA. Now, if you had to choose a moment, something that changed your college experience, what would it be? More importantly, who would be a part of it? I think most of us would look back to that list, filled with the people that made college memorable. Our friends that made our late night study sessions bearable, our families for being our first and forever support system, colleagues from research projects or part-time jobs that always encouraged us to keep moving forward. I know my list also includes some people that impacted me greatly here at Virginia Tech: Robin, Lisa, Aisha, and my best friend Saad. But each of you listening today, my classmates and fellow graduates, as well as the other members of the CMDA community, are on my list as well. You've made these 4 years special and raised the standards for not only what it means to be a Hokie, but more specifically, what it means to be a part of CMDA. To support one another, even outside of self-interest, with a genuine desire for everyone to succeed. So congratulations, CMDA Class of 2020.
Thank you very much, Ishara. We appreciate your thoughtful words and look forward to following your career as you begin at Accenture this fall. Thank you for your many contributions to our community. Like Dr. Guershin, Dr. Leanna House from the Statistics Department was among those faculty who developed the initial vision for CMDA, then engaged in the hard work of shaping that vision into the curriculum that we have today. She serves as CMDA Deputy Division Leader, directing our academic assessment, and she has played a key role leading the design of Virginia Tech's new interdisciplinary minor in data and decisions. I now invite Dr. House to present a few details about our new graduates.
Hello, my name is Leanna House, and I am a professor in statistics as well as one of the deputy directors of CMDA. I have the distinct honor of both reading the names of our graduates as well as a few sentences our graduates wrote about themselves. Had this ceremony been taking place in person, this would have been a time for us to take pictures and applaud each of our graduates individually. Although this ceremony is taking place in our homes, but please don't be shy. High five, scream, yell, hug your family and friends as we read and learn about our graduate achievements. Ishara Pumali Abesekura. Ishara is graduating with a degree in CMDA and minors in math and statistics and a job at Accenture starting in September. Ishara is from Vienna, Virginia, and during her time at Virginia Tech has worked in the office of the Vice President for Student Affairs while being a full-time student. She was also one of the peer mentors for the CMDA department's FYE class last fall. Sanjay Adapa. Sanjay is graduating with a degree in CMDA and looks forward to a bright future ahead. Bethel Admasu. Bethel is very excited to be graduating with a degree in CMDA and a minor in computer science. She will begin working for the IT consulting firm CGI in Fairfax, Virginia. Compelled by the wondrous hands of Virginia Tech and CMDA department, Bethel is abundantly grateful for her growth and expanded potential during her time here at the institution. Saikiran Onche. Kiran graduated with a degree in CMDA and will be working at CapTech Consulting as a data analytics consultant. Cara Anderson. Cara is graduating with a degree in computational modeling and data analytics and minors in computer science, mathematics, and statistics. Cara will be starting a job with Counterpoint Consulting in Tysons Corner, Virginia. She is from Lynchburg, Virginia, and has enjoyed her time at Virginia Tech. Julien Banks. Julien is graduating with a degree in CMDA and looks forward to a bright future ahead. Bob Bao. Bob is graduating with a dual degree in CMDA and psychology and minors in computer science, math, and applied business computing. Next, he will be starting a job at Capital One. Bob enjoyed his 3.75 years at Virginia Tech and will definitely come back to visit as an alumni to enjoy the food. Cameron Bissell. Cameron is graduating in CMDA with a minor in mathematics. After graduation, he plans to go to medical school. Cameron is from Blacksburg, Virginia, and during his time at Virginia Tech, he was a member of the club soccer team and the Delta Sigma Phi fraternity. Cameron would like to thank his parents, Noel and Charles, his two brothers, Sean and Austin, and his sister, Tia. Megan Brennan. Megan is graduating in CMDA with a minor in business. After graduation, she plans to work in the field of financial analytics. Megan is from Madison, New Jersey, and in her free time enjoys hiking, golfing, spending her summers at the Jersey Shore. During her time at Virginia Tech, she's enjoyed interning at IBM as a technical solutions specialist and working on her capstone project. She would like to thank her family, friends, and professors for their support throughout the last 4 years. Vik Chawla. Vik is graduating with a CMDA degree and looks forward to a bright future ahead. Daniele Correa-Cabrebrera. Daniele is graduating with a degree in CMDA and minors in computer science and math. He has enjoyed helping younger CMDA students as a CMDA computing consultant. He enjoys applying his CMDA skills to his hobbies such as meteorology and basketball. Michael Dilley. Michael is graduating with a degree in CMDA and minors in computer science and math. Michael is currently continuing his job search post-graduation. Michael is from Sterling, Virginia, and during his time at Virginia Tech, most enjoyed working on his capstone project about clear sky predictions from the Aerospace Corporation with Dr. Embry and Professor Fulton. Michael also enjoys gaming with friends. Jaelyn Demory. Jaelyn is graduating with a degree in CMDA and will be pursuing a master's degree at Virginia Tech in business administration with a concentration in business analytics. Jaelyn is from Woodbridge, Virginia, and has been a member of the varsity track and field team. He is the school's record holder in the decathlon event and has earned numerous ACC honors for athletics and academics. Matthew Doris. Matt is graduating with a double major in CMDA and Industrial Systems Engineering and will be starting at Deloitte in September. During his time at Virginia Tech, he enjoyed being the philanthropy chair for his fraternity, playing club baseball, and doing data analytics for the baseball team. Mohammed Hassan Al-Bushti. Hassan is graduating with a degree in CMDA and minors in mathematics and computer science, and will be seeking a job in data science. Hassan is from Lovettsville, Virginia, and during his time at Virginia Tech has made many lifelong friends. Dylan Fitzgerald. Dylan is graduating with a degree in CMDA and minoring in computer science and mathematics. He will be starting a job at FTS International, LLC. Dylan is from Great Falls, Virginia. During his time at Virginia Tech, Dylan has been a cadet in the civilian track of the Corps of Cadets and has played intramural basketball with classmates and friends. Cody Frascione. Cody is graduating with a major in CMDA and minors in computer science and mathematics, and he will be starting a job with Conversant Media. Cody is from Gainesville, Virginia, and his favorite project was on optimizing and predicting staff schedules for the Federal Reserve as assigned for his capstone project. He enjoys mountain biking, and since, so he says, he has nothing but time on his hands, he's learned how to take apart and put back together correctly his bike. Shivani Garg. Shivani is graduating with a dual degree in CMDA and computer science. Shivani is from Charlotte, North Carolina. She'll be starting a job at Booz Allen Hamilton and will be pursuing an online part-time master's. Jacob Andrew Gilliand. Jacob is graduating with a CMDA degree in this spring and is looking forward to a bright future ahead. Congratulations. Thomas Joseph Grady II. Thomas is graduating with a double major in CMDA and applied mathematics. Thomas is from McLean, Virginia, and during his time at Virginia Tech has done research under Drs. Matthias Chung and Dr. Russell Hewitt on machine learning problems. Thomas also played in the Virginia Tech Jazz Ensemble throughout his entire time here at Virginia Tech, and he will continue to have math and music be a part of his life long after graduation. Good idea. Jordan Gray. Jordan is graduating with a degree in CMDA and will be starting a job at IBM in July. Jordan is from Pinehurst, North Carolina, and during his time at Virginia Tech has enjoyed working to analyze schedules with Dr. Clemens. Jae Hyun Ha. Jae Hyun is graduating with a degree in CMDA and minors in mathematics and statistics. He's one of the earliest members of the CMDA program that spent 2 years in military service for the Korean Navy and came back to finish his degree. He enjoyed learning under Dr. Embry and has a newfound love for matrix theory. Abdelrahman Hammad Jr. Abdel is graduating with a degree in CMDA and a triple minor in leadership, in service, mathematics, and computer science. Abdel is from McLean, Virginia, and is commissioning as a second lieutenant in the U.S. Army Reserves. His favorite class was CMDA 3606, where one of his good friends got a tattoo on his wrist in remembrance of the class. He loved to hang out in the program lounge inside the old security building and collaborate with his fellow students. Jaelyn Matthew Israel. Jaelyn is graduating with a degree in CMDA and a math minor. Jaelyn is from Fairfax, Virginia, and enjoyed working with the baseball team during his time at Virginia Tech. In his free time, he was a member of the Virginia Tech Rugby Football Club. Thanks to all the teachers that rounded up his grades and his parents for always having his back. He loves you. Ian Tyler Jacobs. Ian is graduating with a degree in CMDA and is looking for a job in data analytics. Ian is from Falls Church, Virginia, and while at Virginia Tech, enjoyed working on his capstone project for the Math Emporium with Dr. Clemens and competing in the Data Fest competition. He enjoys camping, hiking, and just about whatever puts him outside. Akash Jain. Akash is graduating with a degree in CMDA with minors in math and statistics and will be starting a job with IBM this year. Akash is from Ashburn, Virginia, and during his time at Virginia Tech has enjoyed being a part of the Hokie community. Srikanth Jakkampudi. Srikanth is graduating with a CMDA degree and looks forward to a bright future ahead. Kai Ji. Kai is graduating with a degree in CMDA and a minor in computer science. Zhengdao Jiao. Zhengdao is a funny guy, although he looks serious. He is fairly hardworking, but he seems to be playing every day. The next step for him is WPI, but he will always remember that he is a Hokie. Luke Jun Ho Kim. Luke is graduating with a degree in CMDA along with minors in statistics and mathematics. He will be returning to Northern Virginia to work at Freddie Mac. He plans to stay active by playing sports and board games with friends after work. Kevin Law. Kevin is graduating with a degree in computational modeling and data analytics with minors in mathematics, computer science, and statistics. When Kevin is not calculating singular value decompositions of a matrix or interpreting a multiple linear regression model, he enjoys working out, mixing music, and hanging out with friends in his free time. After graduation, he will be working for Capital One as a data engineer. Seho Lee. Seho is graduating with a CMDA major and 3 minors, statistics, mathematics, and computer science. Seho will be part of the ITLIZE Global as a full-stack cloud application developer after his 2-month training process. Seho is from South Korea, and during his time at Virginia Tech, he did multiple research projects in machine learning. Yain Lee. Yain is graduating in CMDA with a minor in economics. After graduation, she plans to work in the field of renewable energy. She would like to thank her family and friends for their love and support throughout the last 4 years. Hannah Christine Looney. Hannah is graduating with 2 degrees in CMDA and in Industrial Systems Engineering and will be starting a job at Moog Components Group. Hannah is from Louisa, Virginia, and has lived in Blacksburg area for the last 10 years and considers Blacksburg to be home. She also enjoys painting and kayaking with her dog. Nicole Major. Nicole is graduating with a CMDA major and computer science minor. She's planning to work for the Department of Education. Nicholas Maynard. Nick is graduating with a degree in CMDA and a minor in mathematics. He will be starting to work at MITRE as a software developer. Nick is from McLean, Virginia, and during his time at Virginia Tech has enjoyed working as a data analyst for the Virginia Tech softball team. Armani Mckinnie. Armani is graduating with a CMDA degree and looks forward to a bright future ahead. Matthew Minter. Matthew is graduating with a degree in CMDA and minors in math and computer science. He will be starting a job at KCIC in June. Matthew is from Portsmouth, Virginia, and during his time at Virginia Tech has enjoyed playing the baritone in the marching band. Fatima Salahuddin Muhammad Ali. Fatima is graduating with a degree in CMDA and a minor in statistics. She'll be starting a job at Booz Allen Hamilton this summer in their analytics field. During her time at Virginia Tech, Fatima has made many unforgettable memories, both on and off campus with her friends. And she has a new love for hiking scenic trails. Edgar Osborne Moore V. Edgar is graduating with a degree in CMDA and minors in mathematics and statistics, and he is seeking employment in the Baltimore area. Edgar is from Middle River, Massachusetts, and during his time at Virginia Tech has enjoyed working on his WW2 capstone project with his research team, Professor Embry, and Professor Fulton. Jacob Morris. Jacob is graduating with a degree in CMDA with minors in mathematics, physics, computer science, and statistics. After graduation, he will be starting a job at Rate Associates in June, working in the field of national defense. He would like to thank his parents, Mark and Karen, for making college a possibility for him. Calvin Muramoto. Calvin is graduating with a dual degree in CMDA and economics and will be joining the U.S. Air Force this fall. Calvin is from Manassas, Virginia, and was part of the AF ROTC and Echo Company in the Corps of Cadets. Tarun Nadipalli. Tarun is graduating with a degree in CMDA as well as minors in computer science, mathematics, and statistics. He will be working at MITRE as a data analytics engineer. He would like to thank his parents, brother, and friends for their constant love and support. Casey Neal. Casey is graduating with a degree in CMDA and minors in mathematics and computer science. Casey is from Seaford, Virginia, and during her time at Virginia Tech has enjoyed being the secretary of the fundraising club Wishmakers at Virginia Tech. Caleb Notais. Caleb is graduating with a degree in CMDA and a minor in statistics and will start working at the Prodoco Group in June. Caleb worked in JP's Chop Shop at West End Market for 4 years before leaving to take up an undergraduate research as well as teaching assistantship with Dr. Christian Lucera and worked for Dr. Ann Bowers for the Data Bridge. He is grateful for his Christian faith, which has changed his life and afforded him peace during the pandemic. Rosa Tan Nugent. Rosa is graduating with a CMDA degree and looks forward to a bright future ahead. Aden O'Donoghue. Aden is graduating with a double major in CMDA and economics and will be starting a job at Octo Consulting in July while continuing his education for a master's as a part-time student in the fall. Gina Oiki. Gina is graduating with a CMDA degree and a minor in mathematics. Anna Otto. Anna is graduating with a degree in CMDA and minor in statistics and will be starting a job at Capital One in August. Anna is from Fairfax, Virginia, and during her time at Virginia Tech has enjoyed competing in the data competitions. Ping Lee O. O asks that you wish him luck. Though he has a more than promising degree, he doesn't exactly have a plan right now, and nor does he have a girlfriend. Good luck! Junyuan Pang. Junyuan is graduating with a degree in CMDA and will be pursuing a master's in computer science. Junyuan is from Beijing, and during his time at Virginia Tech has enjoyed working on the research project for scheduling with Professor Fulton. Jack Perkins. Jack is graduating with a degree in CMDA and will be starting a job with General Electric Aviation in June. Jack is from Leesburg, Virginia, and during his time at Virginia Tech has enjoyed being a member of the Marching Virginians drumline, as well as learning how to color cells in Excel. Ananda Poudel. Ananda Poudel is graduating with a major in CMDA and a minor in mathematics and statistics. He is grateful to the CMDA professors as well as his advisors, including the previous advisor, Nora Djokovic, for guiding him throughout the past 4 years and helping him to realize his career path. Mingjing Xu. Mingjing is graduating with a dual degree in CMDA and mathematics and will be studying at Boston University. Mingjing is from Beijing and during his time at Virginia Tech has enjoyed working on a project concerning COVID-19 with Dr. Zeitzman. Mingjing also enjoys sketching and traveling. Danielle Russell. Danielle is graduating with a degree in CMDA and a double minor in statistics and mathematics. Danielle will be moving back home to Northern Virginia and will begin working for Accenture Federal Services come September. During Danielle's time at Virginia Tech, she has been involved in her sorority, Alpha Delta Pi, served as the Class of 2020 Leadership Teens Aesthetics Chair, held the role as a resident advisor and worked part-time in the library. Outside of her commitments, Danielle enjoys skiing and spending time with family and friends. Menaal Saeed. Menaal is graduating with a degree in CMDA and minors in mathematics, statistics, and science, engineering, and law, and she'll be starting a job at a super awesome company. Menaal is from Northern Virginia, and during her time at Virginia Tech has enjoyed being part of Virginia Tech's Relay for Life and a CMDA ambassador. Megha Saggurti. Megha is graduating with a degree in CMDA and looks forward to a bright future ahead. Mariam Sargsyan. Mariam is a CMDA major graduating with computer science and mathematics minors. Her post-graduation plans include moving to Philadelphia and starting a job as a software developer for Captech Consulting. During her time at Virginia Tech, she also pursued her passion for environmental justice and embraced sustainability as a lifestyle. Mariam spent the majority of her senior year taking care of her 1-year-old Labrador puppy named Toby, whom she loves dearly. Alec Sekelsky. Alec is graduating with a degree in CMDA along with minors in leadership and mathematics. He is from Warrenton, Virginia, and will be starting his career in the Air Force shortly after graduation. Alec would like to thank his family and friends for all the support and memories throughout his time at Virginia Tech, and would like to give a special shout out to Dylan Fitzgerald. Mia Shu. Mia is graduating with a degree in CMDA and a minor in meteorology. She will continue her journey in a master's program this fall. Mia likes hanging out with her car club and dodging cones in a parking lot. Trenton Chan Sorensen. Trenton is graduating with a double major in physics and CMDA with the physics option. His experience at Virginia Tech is highlighted by his opportunity to lead Engineers Without Borders, the Uganda project, in 3 implementation trips for photovoltaic systems at rural Ugandan orphanages. Bradley Sullivan. Brad is graduating with a degree in CMDA and will be starting a job as a systems engineer in Chantilly, Virginia in June. Brad is from Newport News, Virginia, and during his time at Virginia Tech has enjoyed wrestling, playing hockey, hiking, and meeting many new people to stay in contact with post-graduation. Pavani Surapaneni. Pavani is graduating with a degree in CMDA and minors in mathematics, statistics, and economics, and will be starting a job at Microsoft as a cloud solution architect in July. Pavani is from Northern Virginia, and during her time at Virginia Tech, enjoyed working at rec sports, overseeing facilities. She also had a great time planning Virginia Tech's second Women in Data Science conference with Dr. Martin. Pavani would like to thank her professors at Virginia Tech and her family for the unconditional love and support that helped her reach this milestone. She will miss Virginia Tech, the Blacksburg community, and her CMDA family dearly. Eric Chumfung Sang. Eric is graduating with a degree in CMDA and minors in computer science and mathematics and will be starting a job at Nielsen in September. Eric is from Northern Virginia and during his time at Virginia Tech has enjoyed building relationships with peers and mentors. Eric also enjoys the outdoors and eating lots of fruit. Dallas Keith Vayar. Dallas is graduating with a CMDA degree and a minor in math. Caroline Viskovich. Caroline is graduating with a degree in CMDA and minors in computer science, mathematics, and statistics. She'll be starting her full-time job as a software engineer at Salesforce in San Francisco, California in July. Caroline is from Chatham, New Jersey, and she has enjoyed a fulfilling college experience at Virginia Tech as the captain of the club soccer team and a member of her sorority, Alpha Chi Omega. Mackenzie Jordan Webb. Mackenzie is graduating with a degree in computational modeling and data analytics with minors in leadership, mathematics, and statistics. Mackenzie is the first generation college graduate and is from Norfolk, Virginia. During her time at Virginia Tech, Mackenzie was a member of the Virginia Tech Corps of Cadets, Air Force Reserve Officer Training Corps, Pi Beta Phi Fraternity for Women, the Intelligence Community Center for Academic Excellence, and the National Leadership Honor Society. While in the Corps, Mackenzie served as both First Sergeant and Executive Officer of Charlie Company, as well as Alumni Liaison on the regimental staff. Mackenzie also served as the chapter president of her sorority, Pi Beta Phi, during the 2018 school year. Mackenzie has received several awards while attending school here, to include various recognitions from the Corps of Cadets, as well as being a Virginia Tech Aspirations Fellow cohort recipient. After graduation, Mackenzie will be moving to Arlington, Virginia to begin work with the Perdoco Group as the Operations Research Analyst. Mackenzie would like to thank her family, especially her parents, for doing everything in their power to get her to where she is today. She could not have done any of this without them. Christopher Weigel. Chris is graduating with a degree in CMDA and will be starting a job at Invex Technology Solutions in June in Northern Virginia. He would like to thank all of his friends and professors for helping him to get to where he is today. Alex Wood. Alex is graduating with a bachelor's degree in CMDA and will be starting a job at Booz Allen Hamilton as a data scientist in August. Alex has spent his whole life in Virginia and found his home away from home here in Blacksburg. Aside from his studies, he spent his time at Virginia Tech as an analyst for the softball team and as part of the Naturally Sharp a cappella. Sahil Yedulla. Sahil is graduating in CMDA and statistics with a minor in mathematics. After graduation, he plans to work at MITRE Corporation in Northern Virginia as a data scientist. During his time at Virginia Tech, Sahil met his lifelong friends and has cherished memories, including hikes, food adventures, especially in Owens, and even countless walks across the drill field. Blacksburg and Virginia Tech will always have a special place in his heart. He would like to thank all of his teachers, friends, and most importantly, family for motivating him and guiding him to the path of success. Benjamin Zevin. Benjamin is graduating with a degree in CMDA and looks forward to a bright future. Xiang Yu Zhang. Xiang Yu is graduating with a degree in CMDA and statistics and will pursue a master's in later months. During his time at Virginia Tech, his favorite class was the capstone class, where he got to work with a wonderful team, client, and coach. Alexander Chu. Alexander is graduating with a CMDA degree and looks forward to a bright future along with all of his classmates graduating this year.
Thank you very much, Dr. House. And to all our graduates, the CMDA faculty congratulate you. We wish we could celebrate with you in person today. Our present remarkable moment illuminates the value of your CMDA skills. From predicting the spread of the coronavirus, to modeling the public health and economic implications of the quarantine, to optimizing supply chains to fill new and different demands. The world needs people with your skills more than ever now. This is why we fight. Years ago, I heard someone propose an algorithm for selecting a major in college. Figure out what you think is the biggest problem facing the world and choose the major that will best help you tackle that challenge. I love CMDA because it provides such a compelling preparation for taking on so many different problems. Whether the most pressing challenge is a novel coronavirus, or more general access to healthcare, or the threat of hurricanes, earthquakes, or tsunamis, national defense or climate change, shortages of food, energy, or clean water. Enriched by insights from disciplinary experts, CMDA gives you vital tools to apply to such challenges. If you want evidence of the many applications of your major, look no further than the very destinations to which you and your classmates are headed, from healthcare to media to finance to defense. Given this demand, given the power bestowed on those who can harness data, use your skills wisely. One can too easily forget that your model is just one metaphor for reality. It is not reality. Maybe we haven't reminded you enough that some situations in life cannot be tackled with a better regression, another term in the expansion, a cleaner data set, or just a little bit more regularization. People cannot be reduced to numbers. Care for others. Invest in your relationships. Be people of character. Use data science to empower others. Be generous and grateful, and you will lead a rich life. We hope you will come back to visit us often. Come back to mentor future students. Tell war stories from your industrial careers. Regale those future generations with tales of what CMDA was like in the early years. Those ancient days before the CMDA Collaboration Center had a Keurig. At this stage, you CMDA graduates possess something that none of your faculty members have, none of your parents have, indeed, only a few other people in the world have, an undergraduate degree in computational modeling and data analytics. Congratulations. Now, go do something awesome.